So Cheryl, at the end of the service on Sunday, after the Doxology prayer, you had shared a story with the congregation, and I was wondering if you would share that story again now.
Absolutely. Just after hearing that prayer, I was so moved to share this spiritual experience that I had, and how God did work through me or through other people infinitely more than we can ask or imagine. So I was on my way to drop my kids off, and we passed by an accident. A car had rolled into the ditch, and I thought somebody might be trapped in that car. You know, lots of things went through my head, and as I'm driving just past, I say a prayer in my head, like, God, just please be with whoever's in that car. So I stopped, told the kids to wait in the car, ran over to the accident because I'm certified in CPR and first aid, so I just wanted to be there if there was anything that I could do to help. Luckily, the driver of the car was able to crawl out of the car on his own. He had some blood on him, but it was mostly just scrapes and bruises, it looked like. Another person had already called 911, and ambulance was on the way, so we stayed with him. And I just tried talking to him to make sure that he was okay and kind of keep him calm so he didn't go into shock. And I asked him, is there anyone I can call for you? Because he had mentioned it was he was starting a new job today, and it was his first day at work. He was on his way to. So I said, can I call your boss? And he said, can you call my wife? So I called his wife, and well, I dialed the number for him, and then I gave him the phone because he wanted to talk to her. And she didn't answer, but he didn't leave a message. So later that day, so the ambulance came, they took him off to the hospital, all seemed well. Later that day, I got maybe an hour later, a call from his wife, and she says, who is this? And I said, don't panic, I just want to let you know that this happened to your husband. And, you know, obviously she started freaking out a little bit, and I said, just be calm, he's okay. He's in good hands, he crawled out of the car, everything's fine, he's going to be okay. So she said, okay, she said, I'm with my kids, what hospital is he at? I let her know, off she went. Later that day, I get a text message from the wife, and she says, thank you so much for stopping and for praying with my husband. We're Christians, we go to church every Sunday, and it meant so much to him that a Christian stopped and prayed with him. And I said, wow, I said, I'm kind of ashamed to say that I didn't pray with him because I am a Christian, I'm a Sunday school teacher, and I think that that would be really important. I said a silent prayer as I passed by, but once I got to the scene, it was more like fire, wire, gas, glass running through my head. You know, is he okay? You know, what's going on? And she said, I said it must have been someone else that prayed with him, but I'm really glad to hear that someone did. And she said, no, he said it was the blonde girl that stopped at the scene of the accident that prayed with him. So I'm not quite sure what happened in that moment, and it's not up to me to quantify it, but something spiritual happened to know that somebody was with him or somebody else prayed with him. I'm not sure. I can't tell you exactly what happened. All I know is something very spiritual happened that day, and it was great to be a part of that.
Thanks for telling us the story, Cheryl.
You're welcome.